players have been saying you kind of sent out a group message this afternoon when it was all going down. How did that all start, and what was your first reaction?
Oh, my first reaction was my bubble just got burst. You know, the excitement and the anticipation of finding out who you're playing, seeing your name on the board, finding out when you're playing, where you're going. It's part of the experience. So, you know, obviously we were really disappointed that things got changed, you know, that the error was made. But I'm really glad that we were able to continue to have a party for the players and give them the experience as best we could.
Was it still real excitement though right there when you saw their name to kind of?
I think so. Several of the players had not actually seen our name go across the board. They didn't get to actually see the show because it came on so quick. And although they knew who we were playing, still it's pretty cool to see your name come up there. And I think that was genuine excitement.
How nice was it to be able to share that with so many people here who were probably just driving down last night after watching you guys win?
Well, we had a good crowd there, but not everybody can make the trip to Moline, and that's why I was really hoping we could continue to have this party for the people that not only came to Moline who still want to party with us, but also the people that couldn't, you know, so they could come in and celebrate and really honor this team for what they were able to accomplish.
This is a team that seems like it's full of confidence. The players have all said that they feel great. How do you kind of use that to your advantage and make sure that they stay focused, because come Saturday you do have another game, right?
We do. We're still playing. It's so exciting. I think the thing with them is I think they've been so locked in and so focused for so long. This is now their minds get a break, their bodies get a break, and then I think they can go right back there. That's going to be our message to them, getting them right back in that mode where we just left.
Overall, I mean, does it bum you out at all today? I mean, I know it's still exciting, but does it bum you out a little bit?
It did. It did. You know, it did for me. Actually, my brother is assistant coach at Radford. He's also in the NCAA tournament, and so we've been sharing these moments together. Ooh, who do you think you're playing? What if we meet in the Final Four? You know, we've been coming up with all kinds of scenarios, and he's actually the one that broke the news to me. And you know, so it was disappointing, kind of a big bummer. But you know, you can't. The thing you can't take away is the fact that we're in it and we're excited about it, and moving forward now. I think this went really well. I think the celebration went really well. I thought it was honestly perfect given the circumstances. So, you know, we'll see what happens now.
Did you take a spot away from Lady Vols?
Lady Vols got in.
Oh, they did.
Lady Vols got in.
Probably should have paid attention to that.
Yeah, we didn't take a spot from Lady Vols. So good for Vol Nation.
Lucky you.
Where's your brother at?
My brother's assistant at Radford.
Where's he at in Nebraska?
Where's he at? They're at Maryland. They're a 14 seed plant at Maryland. So we had decided if we could possibly, if they were 14 and we were at 11, we could be going to the same place, and then my mom was going to have major problems if we both won the first game. So we had all these scenarios figured out today.
When he told you, did you consider not telling the players right away, or had that?
I knew they would know, so I just, and when there was an announcement made that they were going to go ahead and have a show earlier, then we went ahead and made sure that they knew it was on. I didn't actually tell them who they were playing, but they knew. By the time we got here to the gym to meet with them, they already knew who, where, when. They knew more than I did, honestly, when I got here.
Social media, right?
They're social media gurus.
It's still memorable, isn't it? It's just it's kind of different.
It's different, so it will be memorable. You know, this one's definitely going to stand out from all the other NCAA tournaments that I've been in. So it's unique, that's for sure. But the players will still remember it as something very special.
And another big game going on in town tonight, more women's basketball over at Drury. Just how special is this area and women's basketball right now, especially high school?
Well, I think it's really cool. I think this area, I've always said Springfield loves sports. I mean, you guys know, and us being in this field, it's a great place to be involved with sports. And, you know, right now with basketball being so hot, men's basketball, women's basketball, and at different schools, Missouri State and Drury, and, you know, other high schools, just everything has been really fun this year. A lot of excitement, and I think excitement breeds excitement, you know, and I think it's good for our community.
Have you cooled down yet?
You know, I still got a little bit of adrenaline rush going, but yeah, it's definitely settled. Still feels a little bit like a dream, but I'm just glad it happened.
Kind of a strange dream with the way everything broke, right? You guys finding out
Yeah.
2 hours before we all thought we were going to.
Yeah.
What was that like? How did you find out?
I mean, it's definitely.
Hold it down! MVP!
It's definitely not what we wanted, but you know, I'm just glad we're in it. I was coming from Glass Hall and I saw Kelly's message to us all, so I ran over to the apartment and I texted Abby. I ran up to one of the girls' rooms and a couple of us were in there and we saw it come up, and I'm just glad we're in it. So it's not what you would want, but
Right.
It kind of makes it a little more memorable, though, right?
yeah, you know, I'll always remember that it was hectic and I had to rush over, but it's worth it.
What do you guys know about DePaul, if anything?
I don't really know much about him right now. I know a couple of the girls on the team, just seen them play before growing up, and I know the coaches will get us ready though, and we'll be ready to go in there and make some noise.
It seems like you guys really get along great. I mean, just kind of displayed by what we just saw. I mean, how important has that, I guess, relationship with your teammates been for this whole run?
No, this is definitely a fun group. I know I'm going to have fun every game, you know, and I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day. I mean, I've made so many memories just in this year, and I love them all to death.
How do you carry the momentum from last game? For you personally, scoring a career-high 30 points, but just in general, on into this one as the competition gets even stiffer?
I mean, we know how great that feeling is now, and I think we want to keep going, you know, keep carrying it on, and you know, at the end of the day, the points don't really matter. All that matters is the dub. This team's great. You never know who's going to catch fire. This is so great about us. Like, there's not really pressure on anybody, so anybody can go in and make a splash, and I think that's just what makes it so special.
Did you go back and watch yourself from yesterday? Like, how was I doing all this?
You know, we watched the games on the long bus ride home, so yeah, I got to see it. I was like, wow.
What was that bus ride like?
We were hyped. It settled down as the ride kept going on, because it's not as short for us as it is for some of the other teams in the tournament, but it was a fun ride home.
Do you feel like you guys need to cool down a little bit, trying to refocus, or how's that going to work these next couple days?
I think we'll use this energy as our benefit, you know, so I think bring this energy into the next game and it'll be good.
How'd you find out about this whole racket disaster?
Well, I did find out earlier. I'm going to be honest, I saw it on Twitter. Liza Fruin, actually, former Lady Bears, she actually sent it to me. And so, it is what it is, that's all. It is what it is.
What happened after that?
I mean, I kept it to myself, I guess. I don't know. I didn't want to ruin the whole experience for my younger teammates who hadn't experienced it yet. But I mean, at the end of the day, we all saw it. We all kind of were excited. We wanted to find out, and it is what it is.
How's it kind of compare to your first one?
It's definitely a little different, but overall, we're just really excited to get the opportunity to continue to play and put on our dancing shoes and go to the big dance. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit unfortunate, but again, we're so excited to continue to play.
How much fun has it been watching some of the younger girls on this team grow from day one till now?
Oh yeah, it's been definitely an amazing experience, especially being on kind of the other side of it, just being older and having gone through 4 years of being a Lady Bear. If you told a couple of them at the start of this that we'd be here right now, I definitely guarantee they probably would have laughed in your face. So it's been cool to see them grow and continue just to work hard and get better.
What if we told you?
You know what, I'm gonna be honest, from the get-go, this was like the main goal. My last year, this is what I wanted, and I wanted it a little bit selfishly for myself, but I wanted it for my younger teammates in order to just experience what it's like to go to the big dance. And you could have told me, oh, it's not gonna happen. I did not care. I was gonna do what it took to get us here and accomplish this goal.
Now that you got this goal, moving on to a new one to try to win a couple games, just how's it going to be moving on to that?
Oh yeah, we're definitely excited. We're definitely not done playing basketball. We want to win as many games as possible, survive and advance, and I think this is going to be a very good opportunity for us to just continue to improve ourselves and what we can bring to the table. And I guess it's the last go around for me, but then for them to take it to next year and the continuing years for the Lady Bear program.
Did you look at DePaul at all?
The what?
Did you look at DePaul at all?
that. So I don't really have anything to say.
How about just like the way you guys made it here? It's not like you got lucky. You guys dominated the last 2 games. I mean, how confident is this group of kids?
Kids, yeah, seriously. I'm like old. I'm like the outlier. I bring like the average age up like a couple years. But no, we went into the tournament very determined for sure, and especially in before we got to the last game, we were like, you know what, one game at a time. We cannot look for the championship game. We have to respect each of the teams in the Valley. No matter what, if you don't show up, it's going to be a tough game. Everyone's coming to compete, and so just taking each game at a time and focusing on what we needed to do and what we needed to bring to the table was definitely the biggest thing for us. And yeah, we were just very determined from 40 minutes. It was 40 minutes of focus. That's all we kept saying, and just having energy, focus, playing our game, doing what we could do was definitely the key to our success.
How much like swagger you guys walking around on campus today?
Swagger. Well, okay, normally we're not really supposed to wear hats, but we were all wearing hats, we were all wearing our shirts, we were walking around like, I mean, we're kind of a big deal, not gonna lie. But it's just definitely exciting, and we're all just kind of soaking it in, so it's definitely a fun time.
How'd you find out about the whole bracket situation?
Oh, actually from a group message from Kelly. It's like, oh, it's been leaked, and then of course just checked on Twitter. But no, wasn't expecting to pause just from other predictions like BYU, but ready to accept the challenge.
Did it bum any of you guys out not having any suspense at all?
Oh yes, definitely. Just with my roommates, which are Bree, Emily, and Tamika, we're like, oh, we're just waiting for the surprise. But it's definitely still a great excitement just knowing who you're playing next.
Was that an act out there, or was that real excitement?
Oh, it was real excitement, definitely. We're still excited, still a little anxious, but yeah, we're ready for it.
How nice is it to be able to celebrate that moment with people who've been supporting you guys along the way?
Oh yeah, definitely bringing it home and giving it also to Danielle, having her second one, and just bringing it back to Springfield is just a great feeling, and just trying to keep that tradition up as well.
You've had a little bit to look at the fall, haven't you? So what are your thoughts on them going in?
Very aggressive shooters, and I think just coming from a Power 5 Big East conference, just accepting a challenge just like a non-conference, just being ready and almost being there, we just have to be good enough at this point.
No one really expected you guys to make this jump this season, right? So, I mean, how much has just not having been there before, how fearless, how is that, does that help, does it hurt?
Oh, it helps us a lot. I think we're playing very confident the last 3 games and just building on to that. At this point, anybody can go off, and just knowing that we're so aggressive offensively and defensively, I think we're very confident and just excited for this journey as well.
How much of that confidence comes from you guys now